things we always talk about is creating success for ourselves, for the company, and for ourselves individually. And like all things in life, whether it's sports or whether it's relationships or just our own self, our own conscious self, we have to, in order to become successful, we have to challenge ourselves. We can't just go through stuff and just hope it's just gonna fix. And sometimes people say just let go, let it go. And sometimes you can't let it go. Sometimes you gotta fix it. You gotta work for it. Most of the time, you really do have to work for it. Yeah, some things will subside even if you don't touch it. Some things will subside, but most of the time it won't go away. It'll just subside to where you can take it. You can tolerate it, right? Some things you don't want to tolerate. Sometimes you want to just fix them, right? So what I want to talk to you about is, in order to become and remain successful, we must challenge and continue to challenge our limits over and over again. And the reason why I say it that way is because once you accomplish something, don't settle just because you accomplished it. Keep going. It's not the end of whatever it is. The journey's not over until we are no longer here. On whatever it is, right? We talk about seeing things in people that sometimes they don't see in themselves. Sometimes you can see a champion brewing in someone. You can tell that they could be really good at something, and it's before they can tell. They just are doing something and they just like, oh, I like this. And you can actually see it when you're standing back looking at them and you say, they're really good, And that person is just so into what they're doing, they may not realize that, hey, this is something that's not normal. What I'm doing, this is really good, because they're so involved in doing whatever it is they're doing. That's what we have to do with ourselves, guys. You have to recreate yourself if you're not what you actually want to be. If you're not making as much money as you'd like to make, then you have to think of yourself as what could I do in order to increase the income? There's always things you can do. There's always and I say stuff to people, and I'm always saying, people are always hiring, right? And I always talk about, and I know sometimes it come out wrong, but I don't really want it to come out wrong. Like I say, if you go to 60, you'll see all these now hiring signs, and then you talk to people and say, well, nobody's hiring. Right. Well, why are they putting these big signs out in their lawn and it says now hiring if nobody's hiring? What you need to be saying is, no one's hiring for what you want to do.
Right.
What is it that you want to do, right? The most important thing in creating something is just that, creating something. Yeah, it starts with the mind. We all have these great ideas for things that may happen, may be good. And then somehow we just sit back on our laurels and we just say, you know what? I'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow comes, something comes up. I was going to do this. What I said yesterday I was going to do today, I was going to do it. I woke up, I had it in my mind, I had my mind ready. I was going to do it. But since this came up, I have to take on this thing, and then I'll do this tomorrow. I'll push that back to tomorrow. Now 2 days gone. The next day, what do you think? Something's not going to come up that can stop you again? It can stop you again. And it's going to continue. So the challenge in that type of situation is still do what it was you said you wanted to do, and do what it was you said that came up, right? But don't always put yourself on the back burner. It doesn't always have to be in a massive team in order to be very good. Everybody just has to say, I want to take on that. I want to challenge myself. The brain is the most powerful machine or computer ever designed, because that was created by God. Man didn't make the brain. So the brain stimulates who we consider to be intelligent to do the things that we actually get to see. All the technology that's here in the world was created by the human brain, which was created by who? There you go. So it's an easy, remember I told you before, it's a simple understanding. It's not easy for people to accept it, everybody, but it is simple to understand. And once you truly understand it, you can create wealth. You can create success in any level, well, no matter if it's money or if it's family, friends. It doesn't matter. The environment. You get sick and tired of being sick and tired, then you get up and do something about it. Sometimes don't allow yourself to become sick and tired. Just want more. That's the difference between fear and desire motivation. Fear motivation. I'm tired of this, and I don't want to do this. I want to pay the bills. I want to do this. Right? You're fearful. You got a family. I got a family. You know, people always say, I got a family to take care of. I got a family to take care of. I need more money. Why are you telling me that you need more money because of all these, you would call them reasons for making more money. But if you're complaining about stuff, I would say it was an excuse. You see? It just depends on who's looking at it. Because if you go into the person and say, I need more money, then maybe what you're trying to say is, or what you should be saying is, I want to do more. Mm-hmm. Let me do something else. Let me help you with this. Right? These are the things, and you hear me say all the time, these are things that I really have found out the hard way in a lot of cases. I always say, if someone's always right, then most of the time they're wrong. I know it sounds crazy, don't it? But if you get somebody that's never wrong, a lot of what they say is wrong. Because they only see it from their side. They will never see it from your side. They will never understand what a compromising or compromisational situation is. And that's what we have to do. As a team, we always want to keep ourselves focused. Always want to keep ourselves learning something new. Don't worry, don't shy away from things that can make you better. We don't want to do that. And I told you this a long time ago, so the team that has come through, I say it all the time. You don't have to be the biggest to be the best. But the best way to grow is to be the best first and then become the biggest. That's the way you should do it. Grow from the inside out, not from the outside in. People scratch the surface for us. Just do what's right. If everybody did what's right, we would have not as many wrongs done. You hear what I said? Mm-hmm. If most of us, you're not going to save everyone. You're not going to change everyone. You're not. People have to be motivated to change. But that means there must be a good leader. So when people go to church, the last thing they should be thinking about is, oh my God, I don't have anything to put in the collection plate. That's fine, ma'am. I'm here to give to you. You don't have to give anything in the collection plate. You being here is enough. Oh, by the way, everyone, we have some things going on with the church. The roof is starting to sag. We have to get it replaced. If anyone could give any type of offering to the church, that would be greatly appreciated, whatever it is. You'd be surprised what might be in that collection plate.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Now when you start saying, you need to give 10% of everything you are, or you don't love God, you are robbing God. You are robbing God. How can you rob God of something he already owns and give to you? Mm-hmm. Now I'll say it because it's in the Bible. How does a man rob God? In the tithing and the offerings.
That's what it said.
But don't make it say what you want it to say.
Exactly.
Huh? What he said was, in the Bible, help those who can't help themselves. Children, poor people, right? Mm-hmm. Give to them. Because when you don't, you stole from me. It's simple. It's simple. Wouldn't be as much problems if you just say it right. Teach it right. Huh? Teach it right. Why do you think so many young people turn away from the church? Huh? Old people don't turn away. You want me to tell you why? I'm sorry, but I'm keep it real. You go to certain churches, almost all you see is old people there. Mm-hmm. Young kids ain't paying no attention to no pastor. They playing. When they get done, they got drug into the church. They didn't come because they wanted to. They didn't come willingly. They weren't excited about getting up on Sunday to go to Sunday school and learn nothing. You know why? pastors and the leaders of the churches are not showing them any results that God truly loves us. So if a child sees, if you don't love me and show me something, I don't have to believe it exists. As they grow, it gets stronger. Hate, like love, grows every day that you feed it. So you either feed it love or you feed it hate. Which one is going to work? They both work, right? This is why you got people that kill their parents and have no remorse.